In this video, you'll discover how to choose a profitable coaching niche. And this is video number 1 of my free online course that'll teach you step by step how to start an online coaching business. From choosing your niche to clarifying your coaching offer to developing your high converting sales process, this free course reveals the 7 steps every coach must take to launch a profitable coaching business and enroll their first paying client in the next 30 days. If you're new to my channel, my name is Peter Scott. I'm the founder of Fearless Coach Academy, where I have mentored thousands of coaches since 2013 to launch and scale their coaching business. So let's dive right in. There are 5 criteria to choosing a profitable coaching niche. Criteria number 1 is that they must have a painful problem. The problem that you help your client solve must be painful. It can't be a nice to have. It needs to be a must have. Here's an analogy to think about. Think about selling painkillers instead of supplements. Supplements are nice to have, but a painkiller solves a specific pain right there in the moment. And that's how you want to position and package your coaching. But we want to think about who your ideal client is first. And so if the nature of your coaching is just a nice to have, they're not going to invest the time and the money to work with you. But if your ideal client has a painful problem that you know you can solve, that is criteria number 1 to choosing a profitable coaching niche. Criteria number 2 is they must be able to afford your coaching. Nothing is harder for a coach to grow a business when you're selling to people that either don't have the resources to work with you or they're not resourceful. And that's a really important distinction that I want you to hear. Not every client of yours needs to have the resources abundantly and effortlessly, but they do need to become resourceful. When I hired my first coach 10 plus years ago, it cost $20,000. It was a lot of money. I did not have that money at the time, so I didn't have the resources, but I had a burning desire. I was willing to do whatever it took to launch a coaching business and become successful. So I took on credit card debt. I borrowed money from family. I enrolled people to invest in me to help me get my coach and my mentor. And that's the same mindset that you want in your ideal client, in your profitable niche. So really think about, if they have the resources, it's going to be easier, all right? But if they don't, then what can you do to only attract the people that are most committed? Now, there's some people out there that are highly committed and they try to find the resources and they can't. And I know that that can happen. So just know that it doesn't mean that you can only sell to wealthy people. You can absolutely help others. But if you're going to build a business around this, you do need to choose a profitable niche to start. And then as your business grows and you're making profits, then you can reinvest in different areas, scholarship some people, put together a nonprofit portion of your business, but do not run your coaching business if you're trying to create the quality of life that you want to for you and your loved ones, then build it for profit first. And that's a really, really important takeaway. So that's the second criteria. The third is they must be easy to target. So you've got to come up with a label, a title for calling out who your ideal client is. If you are just helping anyone with anything, you're going to be viewed as a wandering generality. And if you tell me that your niche is everyone, let's say that you're an aspiring life coach and you can help anyone with anything, then how can I help you and tell you where you should go to start marketing your services? It's not possible. Now, if instead you said, I work with C-level executives, okay, I know where to go to find them. Or if you said, I work with stay-at-home moms, okay, great, I know where to find them. If you said, I work with athletes, or I work with salespeople, or I work with real estate agents, now you're being more specific and you're addressing them in all of your marketing. It's so much easier to have a profitable coaching niche when you can label and title who your ideal client is. For me, it's easy to create content and call out coaches and consultants because that's who we serve. So who are you going to serve? Just saying people or professionals is not enough. Just saying men or women is not enough. You need to be hyper specific on this of who that niche is. The fourth key here is that there must be growing demand. You see, you do not want to sell a niche of an industry that is dying. Even if you have expertise on how to market in newspapers or magazines, at the time of the recording of this training, that is a dying industry. You want to choose something that grows in demand. And that's really going to ensure that you have the tailwinds behind you, catapulting you so that you have momentum as you build this business. Do not choose an industry or a niche that is dying. Choose one that is growing. The fifth key or criteria to choosing a profitable coaching niche is that you must be passionate about helping them. It is absolutely critical that you're passionate. So think about you being where I am in San Diego, and you decide to take a 6-hour flight from San Diego to New York City. How would you feel about this person sitting next to you in a tight row, having 6 hours to sit next to them and talk to them? If that excites you, then that's a niche that you want to choose, because that is someone that you're passionate about helping. But if it drains you, if it exhausts you, if it doesn't interest you, if it's boring to you, then it doesn't matter how lucrative or profitable that niche could be for you. It won't be near the impact that you want or the income that you want to earn because of that. So make sure that you have the results to help this person and you're passionate about helping them, because it takes sacrifice and discipline and work ethic to build a coaching business. It is not easy. It is not for the faint of heart, even though everyone on YouTube and TikTok is telling you just push this magic button and money shows up out of thin air. It does not happen that way. So know that you will have a much smoother path and be way more effective and successful when you choose a niche that you are passionate about serving. Now, I want to speak to the elephant in the room, because many of you watching this know these principles and yet you haven't niched down. And the reason is because of the fear of missing out. So I want to give you an analogy to help break this belief and create a new empowering belief so that you can laser focus your coaching. Imagine you come visit me in San Diego. I take you to the beach, we walk on the sand, and I give you a net. And I say, I want you to cast this net out into the ocean to catch as many fish as possible. Now, what you may be thinking is, okay, I'm going to cast this net as wide as possible to take up as much space, because by doing that, I'm going to catch as many fish as possible. But remember, this is a net, and the net has holes in the net. And my question for you is, what happens when you throw the net out? Do the holes get bigger or do the holes get smaller? The holes get bigger, don't they? And what happens to the fish? They don't stay in the net, they swim through the holes. And that's the same idea with niching. Remember, broad is broke. You will not succeed if you're a wandering generality online because of the saturation and the noise of the coaching and consulting industry right now. You will succeed when you laser focus. And in fact, the more specific you are, the more successful you will be. You will be less about shouting your message to the masses, and you'll be more focused on whispering the right words into the right person's ear. That's the biggest takeaway I want you to get from this video. So those are the 5 criteria to choosing a profitable coaching niche. This is the first step and the first video of this free course on how to start a coaching business. Now, keep in mind, there are 3 specific niches that historically have been the most profitable, and they are health, wealth, and relationships. Now, within those niches, of course, there's a bunch of sub-niches. Within health, you've got weight loss. You've got muscle gain, you've got longevity, you've got vitality, energy management, right? A bunch of sub-niches within the health niche. Within wealth, you could focus on marketing, you could focus on sales training, you could focus on business growth strategies, investing, budgeting, whatever it is, there's a bunch of sub-niches within wealth. And within relationships, there's of course a lot of sub-niches as well. Maybe you're helping somebody attract the partner of their dreams, or you're helping a married couple deepen their love relationship, or you're helping a parent become more connected and present with their kids. That's relationship coaching. So yes, you want to be in one of those 3, health, wealth, and relationships. Could you be outside of that? You could. But if you really want to make the biggest impact and earn the most money, that's where most people invest within those 3 niches. So I'm curious, which one of those is your niche? Do me a favor and leave a comment below and let me know, is it health, wealth, or relationships? Now, before I wrap up this video, I just got a quick favor to ask. If you found this to be valuable, please subscribe to my channel, because I've noticed that many of my viewers are not yet subscribed. So click the subscribe button right now. Make sure to like this video so that you get to see all of the future videos inside of this online course. And once you've subscribed, make sure to check out my next video in this free online course. It's video number 2, which is how to clarify your marketing message. Click up here, watch that video, and I will see you in the next training.